of a product. So today's topic is market development. First stage for the product cycle is development where the market reaches journey to begin. Before your product hits the marketplace, you will be refining your concept, testing your product, creating a launch strategy. Concept starting with the real potential users is an important part for the step. So what is the product? Whenever a product is launched into the market, first important strategy is that how we are going to introduce the product into the market. So when we introduce the product into the market, so there are various stages for that product. So the product used to go from various stages to a particular stage where they get huge number of profits. So before that we have to see that market is a particular place where we are able to get a concept that what is our product, how it is introduced. Next is testing your product. See, we are having number of customer base. The customer base is very large. So we can't able to say that every customer is able to entitle our product or they are able to encourage our product. There may be some customers who refuse our product also. So like the same way we create a launch strategy. What is a launching strategy? Launching strategy means in every organization we are having different kinds of strategic behavior. So these strategic behavior plays important role for development of a new product and a new innovation. So in every product, we will able to see that products used to come with different varieties, but product also having different kinds of strategies and development in it. Next, market introduction. Market introduction means whenever a product is introduced into the market. Market introduction. So whenever a product is introduced into the market, we can able to get positive and we can able to get negative. Sometimes we can able to get negative results and sometimes we can able to get positive results also. So it is based on the view, reviews, different kinds of like, dislikes of the customers. So whenever it is going into the market, so you are the marketing which is focused for building of product awareness, reaching to the target, typical contents of market, inbound market based on promoting of product. When the product is promoted into the market, basing on that also we can able to estimate the sales. See, whenever we are launching our product through a big shots, like we can able to have cine people, or we can able to have cine glam, or we can able to have political people, or we can able to have sports person. So basing on that also product is introduced. For example, if a product is an athletic product, athletic means sports product, so it can able to be introduced by any sports person. So it can able to add on mileage to the sales. Like the product is a cinema product, means it is a glamour product. Like it is a shooting setting, it is a cosmetic product. So it can able to add glamour by having some actors or actresses. So like this way, every product is having some particular strategy to involve into the market introduction. Next, market growth. See, growth of any product. Whenever we are going for growth of any product is depend on how the product demand. What is the demand of a product into the market? See, demand of the product is based on how much of supply and how much of production we used to make for a particular product. For that, we have to see that whenever we are buying the product into the market, demand and profits are growing and the competition is looking to interrupt your success. Marketing is a stage move from getting the attention of the consumers to establish a brand presence, showing them why they should choose your over the competition. So we are having huge number of products into the market. See, we are having a huge number of global products. Products are in a huge number. But in that product, whenever your product is introduced into the market, so we should become a global player. So when we can able to become a global player, then our product is the best choice for the customer. So when we are having a huge number of customer base, then only our product can able to go to that particular level. Without that, we can't able to estimate that this much of sales we can able to do in this particular year. So for that, it is very important that market should also have a growth. Next, maturity. When the sales be to level off for the rapid growth, you are entering into the maturity stage. You have to reduce the price to stay competitive. Now your marketing campaign is focused on differentiation instead of awareness, pointing to your superior product features. During the stage, production cost declines and sales are steady. It is tempting to sit back and enjoy the steady sales, but you must take ongoing improvements to your product and let the consumer know it continuing to get better. That's why we are having having an R&D department. What is an R&D department? Research and Development Department. R&D department always focuses on different kinds of products, growth, and its own development. Whenever we are having an R&D department, the organization should always focus on everyday improvement. See, product should always be improved. So we can't able to say that product is always having a stable base. So always we are having an R&D department to ensure that the organization is growing and the organization is developing an everyday procedure. Whenever we are having an R&D department, the organization can able to get better by its own, and it can able to develop by its own by having different kinds of improvement. That's why we can able to see here. So whenever we are going to a particular stage, whenever product is going to a particular stage, in that particular stage, the people can able to enjoy the sales, but they have to continue their R&D. If R&D is not there, improvement will not be there. If improvement is not there, next year what they can able to introduce? Every year the product have to be get betterment. So when the product is not better in every day, we can't able to get lot of development in the organization. So when the organization is having R&D, definitely we have to get better and better every day. Next, market demand. See, your brand isn't a market favorite place, marketplace favorite. You start to experience the last stage. You've been facing the more competition. They will be taking shares of the market. Sales will typically decrease in the phases of rising competition. Market decline may be related to too much competition from the product in the similar feature. See, always we have a life cycle. We already studied the life cycle in yesterday class. That how the cycle of the product used to take place. So at first we should be going introduction, then it develops, then maturity stage, growth, then decline. So always whenever a product is growing in a heights, some moment of time it comes to decline. So it is the nature of environment. So like this way, whenever we are having a product, the product will also have a declining stage. So in the declining stage, we should not think that it is going to be end of our product. We should start thinking at the moment of time. Why? Because this particular period of time can able to come to any product because there is a huge number of competition in the market. So when you introduce your product, it might be a new feature. But after you service in so much of time, it can able to come to decline. And there are other subsequent products which are already into the market, which are improving themselves, and they may be better than your product. So always we should be having a similar competition, and we should be feeling that every product is in a competitive mode, and we should always strive for lot amount of competition only, and it should be a healthy competition. So in that one, outdated, replaced product, loss of customer interest, and damaged brand image. Sometimes we are able to see that due to time lapse and time going on, so the particular brand also got damaged, right? Because of different types of issues. Maybe innovation processes are changing. Maybe in that brand they're not maintaining the quality. Maybe in that particular brand they're not supposed to have exposure. Maybe they're not open